Hello, Tyler. The packages arrived and the money was safely deposited in my bank account. Thank you for always helping me.
Don't mention it, Bethany. You're always helping my dad out, so I just wanted to return you the favor. Gas money is expensive, and my dad is too sick to drive on top of that. So having someone like you who can help drive him to his appointments and carry groceries is a huge help. Did you need anything else? I can't be there in person, but I can order anything you need online.
Oh, you've done plenty already. And I know you don't make much money yourself, so I don't want to trouble you.
Well, if you're sure, but seriously, don't hesitate to ask if anything comes up. Huh? What is this all of a sudden?
You know, you're always thinking of others, but have you ever prioritized yourself? Well, it's just that for as long as I've known you, you're always having to give up your dreams to help the people around you. You wanted to go to college, but because your dad was struggling, you went straight to work. And you continue to work while barely making any time for yourself. I know you're still young, but you don't want to wait until you're my age to try and find happiness.
I appreciate the concern, but I'm happy enough with how things are right now. I do make time for myself, even if it's only on occasion. I work on my modeling kits in my free time and go to the movies every few weeks. I've been trying out some dating apps too. It's just I don't know if I can make the commitment right now. This next date I've got set up seems promising though.
Oh, I hope that goes well. I'm sure your father would feel the same. Hey, Tyler. Did you get home safely?
Hey, yeah, I did, thanks. I got home and I'm all settled in now. Thanks for everything, by the way. I'm sorry I was a little bit late for our date, but I hope our time together was enjoyable enough to make up for it.
No, yeah, don't worry. I had a super nice time today, and it's all thanks to you. Besides, you were only 15 minutes late or so. And don't people usually want to be fashionably late?
Is that your way of cheering me up?
Maybe. But no, really. I honestly enjoy spending time with you. I feel like I could talk with you for hours without getting bored.
Really? Wow. I feel the same way. If you want me to be frank, I haven't had that much fun in a really long time. Like, it has been ages.
I'm so glad to hear that. You know, there's actually something I wanted to say to you. Since we're on such similar wavelengths, I figured it might be a good time to bring it up now.
Huh? What is it? It sounds pretty serious.
Oh, no, it's nothing scary. It's just that, you know, I really like you. And after spending so much time together with you, I've realized we're meant for each other. Like I can't see myself with anyone else. That's how perfect you are to me.
Oh, shucks.
Well, how about it? What do you think about it?
Well,
I just think we're a really good match.
man, you kind of left me speechless here. I didn't expect that.
Do you think we could keep seeing each other? I'd really love to spend more time with you. And I really, really hope you feel the same way as me.
This is a lot. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I pressuring you? If you don't like me, it's okay to let me down. Just be gentle about it.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just that it gives me a lot to think about. It's not as easy as yes or no. There are risks and concerns.
What are you talking about? It's like you think our love is dangerous. What could possibly be dangerous about it? If we actually do like each other, I don't know what could stop us.
Well, I can think of a few things.
Like what? Is there something else? Something you haven't told me about yet?
Well, you know about my job, yeah?
Yeah, it was one of the first things you told me when we first started this date. You were worried it'd be a deal breaker. Does the reason for you hesitating have something to do with that?
Well, frankly, yes. I'm worried about what people will think about my job. Especially your family. They're pretty well off, aren't they? What will happen when they learn about what I do for a living?
What are you talking about? Nothing will happen.
Are you sure? I feel like they won't want to be associated with me. And if that's how they feel, it might cause problems for you too. And I really don't want things to come down to that.
Oh, please, you're overreacting. I'm their daughter. I'd know better than anyone that they wouldn't mind. And neither will anyone else. And if there are any problems for some reason, I'll just talk to people and get them to change their minds.
I really don't know if things will work out that way.
Come on, let's try and see where things take us. Please? It's one thing if you don't like me, but if you do, then I really don't want this to be what's holding us back. My family shouldn't be able to control my love life. We're both adults.
My father raised me all alone, and he's always had to deal with a chronic illness, so I've had to help him out my entire life. He didn't earn enough money to support us, so I had to work from a very young age.
Yeah, you told me about that. Isn't that something that's admirable, though? You sacrificed yourself for your dad.
Some people don't care. They'll see that I don't have a college degree, and frankly, it's a miracle that I finished high school at all. And they'll see that I work in a profession that no one finds respectable.
It's plenty respectable.
You might feel that way, but many feel differently. And I just worry what people will think about my family when they find out. Like your family. What will they think?
Again, who cares about what they think? It doesn't matter at all. You know what does matter, though? It's whether or not we feel the same about each other. Do we both like each other? If yes, then we should be together. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. The job you do and what your background is doesn't matter when it comes to love.
I really appreciate that you're trying to cheer me up. I just really wish things were that simple.
They can be as simple as we want it to be. If you truly and deeply like someone, nothing should get in the way of that. And if my family has any issues with it for some reason, then I'll convince them otherwise. I'll fight them if I have to.
No violence, please.
Don't worry, I'll only fight them with words, not my fists. But don't let these things hold you back. If you can't decide right away, then please just think about it for a while.
Okay, I think I can do that at least. But I can't promise I'll give you an answer that you like.
Don't worry, I know you'll come around. You have to.
Hey, Tyler, you finished up with the work? Yeah, a while ago, actually. Of course. Though that wasn't the real reason why I was messaging. Huh? Well, did you go and see that girl you were fancying? I didn't really know her before our date or anything, but we had just both swiped right. But yeah, I met her for the first time, and now I'm on my way home. Has Bethany stopped by your place yet? Oh, you know that woman is always punctual. She gave me my dinner and went on home. Ah, that's good. She really does take good care of you. She sure does, but we're getting a bit off track here. So, how was she? Did she seem like a fine young lady? Well, yeah, to be honest. Now that is something. Did you get along? Surprisingly, yes. We got along super well. It's like we were on the same wavelength. So, how about it? Are you going to put a ring on it? What? Jeez, Dad, no, slow down. Aw, you know I'm pulling your leg, kid. You're always so earnest. But are you two going to start dating? I'm not really sure right now. Why? Isn't she a good choice for you? I mean, yeah, I do like her a lot, actually. I know we just met, but talking to her feels like home. But I'm just not sure if it's the right time. I really want to have a girlfriend, but there's a lot of things getting in the way of that. I think I need some more time to think about it before I decide anything. How much time do you think you'll need? You can't keep a girl waiting forever. Yeah, you're right. At the very least, it seems like she really likes me and wants us to be together. So maybe I'll have a decent amount of time before she loses interest. You can't risk her losing interest. Dad? Look, Tyler, I think it's really about time you got yourself a nice girlfriend. There's no point in delaying it if you think you found the right girl to start something with. I mean, you're right, but I just don't have a lot of time to be making any commitments like this. You know how much I work, right? I spend so much time working that I don't even know if I'll have enough time to set aside so that we can spend time with each other. It might not work out, and honestly, if that's the case, I'd prefer if she could use the time she would have wasted with me on some other guy who would be better for her. And all I'm hearing is that you're giving up. No, I'm not. But you are. Why don't you at least give it a try? She seems eager, doesn't she? You've always been such a worrywart. And you don't just worry about yourself either. You worry for other people. Look at you. You're worried about wasting her time more than anyone else. Bethany was getting on me for always putting others before myself. See? So try not to worry about this sort of stuff. You're still fairly young. You have plenty of room to be making mistakes. And who knows, you might be able to work something out. That's how relationships are supposed to work. Relationships are full of hard work and compromise. Lots and lots of compromise. Yeah, that's true. Communication is key and whatnot. Look, Tyler, it's about time that you start living for yourself instead of for others. Forget about your old man. You can't keep postponing things. I know that you've had a difficult life. I'm sorry I couldn't give you anything better with my chronic illness and whatnot. And you've been working so hard because of me and don't get a lot of time off. But I don't think it should get in the way of you finding the right girl to start a relationship with. If you don't have the time, you make it. And to be frank, it would make me happy if you could get a girlfriend. I want you to find someone who'll treat you right, who you can spend the rest of your life with. Aw, thanks, Dad. I really appreciate that. You really are always looking out for me. Of course, sport. And if you've met the right girl, then you can't be letting her get away that easily. You need to grab her and keep her for as long as possible. I don't want to hear any excuses from you. Just do what feels right and don't look back. What's her name? Penny. Penny, huh? I ought to remember my future daughter-in-law's name ahead of time. Ah, Dad. What? I have a feeling in my gut that it's going to happen. From what you've told me, she sounds like the kind of girl I'd want dating you. I don't think you should be missing out on true love like this. Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate your support. Of course. Be sure to keep me updated. It'll brighten my day.
Hey, how are you?
Oh man, how am I? Well, I feel like I'm the happiest guy around.
Really?
Yeah, really. I always feel happy when I'm with you. Even if we're not talking face to face and we're just texting, I feel like I could skip down the street.
Aw, you're probably exaggerating. You're not just saying that, are you?
No, I'm serious.
Come on, if you're not happy, then you can tell me.
Hey, what's wrong? You're acting a little differently than usual.
Well, promise you won't hate me? I don't know how you'll react to this.
Huh? What would make me hate you?
Here. I was debating on whether or not to say this now, but I think I might be pregnant.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely don't hate you at all, and part of me is happy. But I don't know. This is all really sudden.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
It's just, I don't know if this is a good thing. Like, is this the right time? I don't know if I'm ready to be a dad yet.
Oh, I knew you'd hate me.
No, not at all.
I do really want to keep it.
Then let's keep it. If that's what you want, we can make this work.
Really?
Of course. I love you enough that even if it's impossible, I'll make it possible.
I'm so glad. I've always loved this side of you. Yeah, I should relax. I'm sure this happened for a reason. This will be our little blessing.
But I haven't even met your parents yet. What are they going to say about this?
Oh, we can just go and have you meet them as soon as possible. I'm sure they'll accept what's happened and give us their unconditional support. This means they'll be having another grandchild after all.
True, my dad would also be happy to know that he's getting his first grandkid.
Yeah, I'm going to stop worrying. So you should too. I think it's all going to be fine.
Hey, does this mean we're gonna be getting married?
Yeah? Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you're about to have a kid?
But it's gonna be really expensive for us. And how are we gonna pay for the kid? Giving birth is expensive enough alone without taking into account all the things we'd need to take care of it. Oh man, I know I said we were gonna make this work out no matter what, but I'm really starting to get worried.
Even if you're unsure now, I'm going to believe the words you gave to me then. I think we'll just have to get by whatever way you can. And so long as we're together and we really put our mind to it, we can pull through.
So this means you'll probably be on maternity leave soon, huh?
Oh, don't worry about that. I stopped working a while ago.
Oh.
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, it's just that it might be hard to support the two of us if we both don't work.
You're expecting me to work after having a kid?
No, of course not. Just maybe eventually.
You can just get a better job.
I really don't think I can do that.
Oh well. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'll promise you that I'll at least do the housework. And maybe I'll try to find another job to do on the side while I'm taking care of the kid.
Oh well, huh?
Yeah, just try not to worry about it.
I know you said this might be a blessing, but I'm still not completely comfortable about this at all. I really worry about how we'll be able to manage this. It's gonna be so much responsibility all at once.
Like I said, stop worrying about it.
Look, seriously, I'm starting to really have my doubts about if this is the right time for us to be raising a child together. If you don't have a job, then that means you don't get any maternity leave either. Are we really ready for this?
Okay, if you really want me to work after giving birth so badly, I will. That way, we'll definitely be able to make enough money to pay for everything. Everything is going to be okay. Trust me.
I really want to believe you, but I keep on having nothing but negative thoughts about the whole thing.
Then get therapy.
Huh? Hey, I feel like you've been getting a little mean to me. What is this?
Look, I'm sorry. I just really want this kid, and it's frustrating me that you're suddenly having all these doubts when you were reassuring me not too long ago. Do you hate me after all? Just come out and say it.
No, I don't. I love you more than anything.
And I love you too. That's why we're going to be okay. There's no point in thinking about the bad things. That only makes things worse. You've ever heard of a self-fulfilling prophecy? If we think we're going to fail, then we will. We have to adopt the right mindset. You just have to believe that you can do what you want to do. If you're positive and do your best, then there's nothing in the world that can stop you. I want you to stop thinking that this isn't going to work out, because I know it is. And that's my pep talk.
I really hope you're right.
Geez, you're hopeless. Well, on to more happier things. I think the next thing we need to do is start planning out our wedding. I've been dreaming of having one since I was really little, so I have the perfect one in mind. I really want to get married to you as soon as possible. I hope you feel the same way. Hey, my father is coming to visit me tomorrow, and I thought, hey, why don't I have you meet him too? I think it'd be a good time to get that out of the way. What do you think?
Huh? He is?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Do you want to come and meet him?
I don't know. Do you think it's a good time to meet him? If you do, then of course I'll come.
God, we literally were talking about you meeting him like 2 months ago. I thought that's what you wanted to do. Why did we wait so long anyway?
Sorry, I guess I was just a little scared. Okay, I'll come over then.
Good. We'll be waiting.
But hey, do you think he'll like me? I'm just really worried about what he might say.
I really wish you weren't such a worrywart. You're really doubting my father?
No, I didn't mean it to come off that way.
Relax, he isn't going to judge you or anything like that.
Oh, man, I wish I didn't worry so much. It's not fun to always be this anxious. But at the same time, I think feeling anxious is normal in this situation. Like, we're not even married yet.
But we will be soon. Anyway, try to push those negative thoughts to the back of your mind. And don't ever think about them again.
I'll try. Hello, Henry. I've heard so much about you. It's been nice to finally meet you in the flesh. I hope we'll be able to see each other again soon.
No, the pleasure was all mine. It was very nice to meet you, but I did forget to talk to you about one thing.
Oh, really? About what?
I did want to talk to you about your job. I didn't have a chance to. Is it true that you work as a construction worker? Where you climb up on high beams and build multi-storing buildings and the like? Is that what you do?
Yes, that is what I do. I've been doing it for a long time, too.
Interesting. And you haven't thought about getting any other jobs in the meanwhile?
I mean, I don't mind my job at all.
You don't mind manual labor?
Should I?
Well, my daughter is pregnant now with your child, isn't she?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with my work?
Think about it. Your work is a constant hazard. What happens if you trip and fall and have an accident at your workplace? Then you'll be leaving my poor daughter all alone with the child.
I assure you, we have several safety measures put into place. But even if something does happen, we get workers' compensation.
No, it's not a matter of if, but when. And what about all the dust and dirt you'll be tracking around the house?
Pardon?
A pregnant woman is very sensitive. It's for that reason she can't have alcohol or caffeine. But working in construction exposes you to a lot of toxic chemicals and dust and whatnot. And you think it's a good idea to track that garbage around through the house?
Again, my work has safety measures put into place, and we work with the right equipment if we have to work with dangerous things like that. And the first thing I do when I get home from work is hop in the shower. And I leave my clothes at, work.
Are you joking? Are you really being serious right now?
Huh? Did I say something wrong?
Your wife is pregnant, and all you care about is your hazardous job? Even if you don't fall and snap your neck somewhere, you're gonna wind up getting cancer from all that asbestos stuff. And you're gonna make my daughter and her child sick.
Sir, we don't use asbestos in our construction work.
But who says you aren't using any other harmful chemicals? I think you really need to think about what you're doing.
What am I supposed to think? I'm taking all the safety precautions that I can. Also, I need to earn money. How else will I pay for the bills?
By getting a better job? How about that?
It's not that easy. And we also have to consider that Penny quit her job a while ago, so we can't even count on her getting paid maternity leave in the future.
Why should my daughter have to work anyway? She's a woman and you're the man of the house. It's your job to provide for the family and also to provide for it responsibly.
Well, a lot of women these days work even when they have a kid.
What, so you want her to pop out a kid and then go straight back into the workplace? Is that what you want to say?
No, of course, I don't want her to go right back into work after giving birth. Look, I am not unhappy about what's going on in our lives right now, but we really have to accept the reality of the situation. She doesn't have a job and won't be getting paid maternity leave, nor will she be earning any money anytime soon. And until that changes, I need to work as hard as I can at what jobs I can.
So, in other words, you just aren't happy about her work situation. If that's the case, why did you get her pregnant and agree to marry her? You can't go around blaming other people when it's your own fault that you put yourself in this position.
I wasn't trying to start any fights. I'm sorry if I came off in the wrong way.
You know, I really don't like the way you talk about my daughter as if she's some useless bum who doesn't contribute anything. She is carrying your child, and she's a woman. She shouldn't be expected to work. You really need to change your attitude.
I'm sorry.
If you marry my daughter, that means you're going to become part of our family. Do you understand? You need to learn to shut up, do as I say, and show us some respect.
Okay, I understand. I will.
I may change my mind about this marriage. I originally gave you my blessing, but this is really making me have some second thoughts. I don't know if a man like you has any business marrying my daughter. You really need to shape up and change your behavior.
I'm sorry. I promise I didn't mean to come off the wrong way.
You have to do your best to work hard so that you can support the two of them. You need to promise me that you'll do everything that you can. And you should definitely put your all into making sure my daughter has a safe and healthy delivery.
Of course, I'll do that.
You better, or else we're gonna have a problem. Don't think that I'll turn a blind eye and pretend I don't notice anything if you don't do what I tell you. I will not allow it. I still can't believe that you're gonna insist on working at that dangerous job with all those toxic chemicals when you're about to have a small child running around the house. I really can't imagine it.
I'm gonna take every precaution I can to make sure no harm happens to the baby. I can assure you of that.
I can't help but worry. I can't believe that this is the kind of man my daughter brought home to meet me. I didn't expect you to be this irresponsible.
I am so sorry about this.
Oh, and you should be. Your priority should be more focused on taking care of my daughter and her unborn child. Stay in that job if you want, but if you really want what's best for them, then you better start looking for another job. Stop putting your needs and desires before your family already. You've got more important things to worry about.
I'll do my best to make sure everyone is happy.
Sure you will. Well, a quick way to do that would be to leave this worthless job of yours and stop putting my future grandchild's health at risk. But what do I know?
I really can't do that.
Well, no matter, but I'll be watching you. I want to keep a close eye on what you're doing and make sure that you turn out to be a good father. I will not accept you looking down on my daughter, and I won't accept you not putting some effort into taking care of your child. These days, the husband should be expected to pitch in to help with the child rearing too. My daughter shouldn't have to be doing that all on her own.
Of course.
If you really put in the effort, then I might change my mind about you. But until then, I want to let you know that I don't think very highly of you, and you'll need to do a lot to change my mind.
I'll try as hard as I can. I'm really sorry. I was so worried that you might not be happy about my job, but there's really nothing I can do now. I've been doing it for a long time, and I've gotten really good at it. I'm in good standing too, so it's also a very stable job, and the money isn't too bad. That's why I keep on doing it. I know that you're not that impressed and you're worried about the conditions, so I'll try to find some way to make you happy in spite of that. I'm really, truly sorry about it all.
I hope to see some big improvements from you. Hello. I'd like you to give Penny some medicine for me. I always used to make sure that she takes it, but now I'm gonna pass this role on to you.
What? Well, I guess since we're living together, now that makes sense, since you can't be here every day.
Well, to be precise, this medicine is a little different from the one I used to give her. I went to a specialist health clinic to get some advice since I wanted to make sure the baby is delivered safe and sound, and this is the medicine they recommended to me. It's really, really good. It should help the baby develop strong bones and keep my daughter from going anemic. It should also help ease any morning sickness.
I suppose that does sound like it'll be helpful for her.
Right? All you have to do is make sure she has 1 tablet a day with water.
Okay. If that's what you really want me to do, then I guess I can do that.
Oh, well, one more thing.
Uh-huh.
There is something else I want you to do for me.
Sure. What is it?
I have some medicine for you, too.
For me? Why do I need to take anything? I'm not pregnant.
Well, it's gonna help you keep up with your job. This medicine the health specialist gave me is supposed to help you feel better by improving your concentration and blood flow. I want you to take it until I tell you to stop.
Do I really need to take this?
What did I say about you listening to what I tell you to do? If you don't take it, then something bad might just happen. Just don't think about it.
Okay, if that's what the doctors gave you and that's what you want me to do, then maybe I should.
Good. We need to be really careful from now on to make sure that you stay in good health no matter what. I don't want any mishaps or surprises. By the way, I'm aware that my daughter is in charge of the housework right now, but she's pregnant. You can't expect her to do everything. I know you're working, but that's no excuse. So I hope you can stand in her place and prepare dinner and whatnot.
I'll try do that.
And don't rely on junk food crap like McDonald's either. It'll be bad for the baby. I really don't know what kind of upbringing you've had up until now, so I'm not sure if you'll be capable of doing everything I want you to do. I really do worry about it, you know. I feel this constant need to check up on you all the time to make sure you're not doing anything wrong.
Hey, please, you don't have to worry. I'm good with things like this. I promise that I know what I'm doing.
I hope what you're saying is true, but I'll need to see it to believe it. It's difficult for me to trust you when you haven't given me any reason to.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
No matter. Just make sure that you both take those medicines I bought for you two. If you don't take it, then I think we'll all run into some problems further down the line. I don't want you to forget it. You're gonna have to learn self-discipline. Do you understand? Don't go easy on yourself.
Okay, I'll do my best to take the medicine and have Penny take hers too. I'm sure you know what is best for us.
I sure do. And if you don't do what I say and Penny loses her child because of that, I'm never gonna forgive you. And you better not be slacking either. You're the breadwinner in this family, and if you can't act like it, then you're useless to us. Hey, sport. How are you? The pregnancy going all right?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like I'm supposed to be the mom here.
Whoops. Sorry, bud.
Anyway, it seems to be going fine. She says she only gets a few aches and pains here and there, but other than that, she's been fine. She hasn't been too tired either.
How about everything else? I hope there haven't been any problems.
No, everything's been going perfectly okay. I've had to do some more overtime at my job, but that's all.
I'm glad to hear. I often think about you, and to be frank, I always find myself getting a little bit worried. But I figure it's normal for a dad to worry about his kids. Bethany agreed with me.
There is no need for you to worry. I can handle this myself.
You didn't have a mother while you were growing up. Life has been so difficult for you. I'm sorry that we couldn't give you a good start in life.
There is no point in worrying about the past. It's not going to change anything now. I'm just focused on the future now, and I think it's going to be fine.
I really do hope you're right.
Still, you know, I really wish I had known more about my mom. I never got the chance.
Huh? You never asked questions about her before, so I thought you might not be interested in knowing.
Well, you always acted like it was such a touchy subject, so I figured it was something like she ran away. But I'm gonna have a child for myself now, so I've been starting to think about these kinds of things more. So I've become more curious about her.
Oh boy, where should I start then? Well, your mom didn't actually run away. She died while giving birth to you. So you've never met her, and she's technically never met you either.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and there were other complications too. Like her friends and family disowning her for marrying and having a kid with me. I'm sorry that things worked out that way, but sometimes that's how life is.
Wow, I can't believe that is what happened.
It was just too painful to talk about.
No, it's okay. It never really bothered me that much growing up since you were always a really good dad to me, even if you were sick a lot. And I don't want you to feel bad about what's happened in the past or anything like that. I don't think that you hurt me. I got through the hard times. Life might have been tough up until now, but I have a good woman to have my back now, and I have every reason to keep moving forward.
That's my boy. You've grown up to be such a fine young lad.
It's Charles's birthday today. Did you remember?
Excuse me? And what exactly am I supposed to do with that information?
Huh? What do you mean? So you didn't remember it after all?
Are you hearing yourself? It's your son's birthday, but you're contacting me? His grandfather? What do you want me to do about it?
Why are you acting like this is a problem that needs to be solved? I'm not coming to you for help. I'm just telling you that it's your grandson's birthday today.
And I don't know why you're talking to me about it. It's his birthday. Good for him.
Charles really misses you, and he wants to see you again.
Uh-huh.
He's always talking about you and asking me when the next time he can see you.
Touching.
He really likes it when we get together as a family, and to be honest, I feel the same way.
So, you're asking me to come and have dinner with you or something?
Essentially, yes.
Now, why on earth would I want to do that?
I mean, I think you might enjoy yourself, right? What are you doing tonight? Do you have time to spare for us?
No, but I'm already busy doing something. Sorry, it looks like I can't come out and see you two.
That's really unfortunate. Is it really so important?
Yes.
I was going to invite you to have dinner with us. I know we haven't seen each other in a long while, but I thought it would be really nice if we could get together and have a chat. And I thought Charles's birthday would be a perfect opportunity to do that. He misses you, and I thought you might want to see him again too. But if you've already got something important planned, then maybe we could find some other arrangement?
Nope, not happening. I don't have time. I have way too much to do. And my schedule will be completely booked for the next 6 months.
What? You really can't make time to see your own grandchild for over 6 months? I really don't know why you don't want to come and see us. I'd really appreciate it if you would. Come on, can't you change your plans to come and see us? It's Charles's birthday. Maybe we could meet with Diana too? We could have a little party.
Excuse me? You want to meet with Diana too? Why on earth would she want to come and see you?
I mean, why not? We're family.
Well, if you must know, I was gonna go and see Diana tonight. That's why I'm busy.
Oh, really? Well, then isn't that perfect?
No, I don't think she'd be happy if too many people were there.
Why not?
Do you still remember the medicine I gave to both you and Penny while she was pregnant?
I remember. We were both taking what you gave us every day.
No, you weren't. Don't you dare lie to me. I don't want to hear it. I know that you two didn't take it. You didn't do what I told you to do, and I can never forgive you for that.
I really don't know what you're talking about. Can't we just forget about that? Charles is your grandkid too. I think you really need to see him. And we can't let these little arguments get in the way of things. It'll make him suffer.
I don't need you two. I already have other grandchildren. Look at Diana, for example. She's had 2 lovely little girls. One of them is even younger than Charles, yet she's already so much nicer and more intelligent.
Excuse me? I really don't think that is a nice thing to say. You shouldn't be picking favorites amongst your grandchildren. Even if Charles were lacking in intelligence, which he isn't, why is he less deserving of love than Diana's children?
Of course, a poor man from a poor family like you would think that way.
What is that supposed to mean?
Some people in this world were born from greatness, and they were born to be great. But poor people like you want to delude yourself into thinking that there's a chance for everyone, and that everyone is worthy of love and acceptance. And quite frankly, that is wrong. I don't feel the same way as you paupers. Only those with status and intelligence are worthy of anything.
Okay, that is a horrible thing to say.
I don't care. I really wish my daughter had married a nicer man than you. I've thought over and over again since the beginning that this was a huge mistake, but I didn't say anything. I just went along with what she did because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. It seemed she really thought she loved you. But deep down this entire time, I was unhappy inside.
Why do you have to say such unpleasant things about me to my face? Do you really have to be like this?
Why? What, you don't like what I have to say? I'm only telling you what I think. Would you like me to lie to you and pretend I like you, like everyone else in your life? I'm only being honest, since clearly no one else is being. I don't care about you, nor do I care about that son of yours. Don't bother me with nonsense again.
Hey, where are you?
Oh, I'm just hanging out with my friends. Why? What do you want?
Again? You're always with your friends, huh?
What's with that response? Are you giving me attitude? Don't try and turn everything into an argument, will you?
I wasn't. Please, don't jump to conclusions like that.
Look, just because I'm married doesn't suddenly mean I pretend my friends don't exist anymore. I'm just having some fun with them. I don't think you should have a problem with that. I'll come home if you need me. So there. Problem solved.
Did you even remember that it's Charles's birthday today?
Of course I know. I was the one who gave birth to him. But what's so important about that?
Huh?
It's only a birthday, and he'll have plenty of those for many more years to come. And he's still so young. Even if we do something special for him, it's not like he's going to remember in 5 years. What do you want me to do? Put in wasted effort for a birthday he won't even remember? Just buy him a cake from Walmart or something.
You just said that you gave birth to him, yet in the same breath said his birthday is no big deal? How could you say something like that? It's your own son we're talking about here.
Like I said, everyone has a birthday once a year, and I'm sure my baby boy is going to live a long time. So it's really not something to get excited over when he's not even going to remember it. Seriously, I don't see what the big deal is here.
It is your son. That's the big deal. Don't you know? Even if your kid won't remember it in a few years, that doesn't mean you can treat him badly. That makes sense, right? Well, the same thing applies to making good memories with them. They won't remember, but it'll help set the foundations for them to live a happy and long life. So how could you be so thoughtless?
I'm not thoughtless. I'm just being rational here. He's too young. He's not even going to care if we don't have a birthday party. As long as he gets to eat cake and sit in front of a TV, he'll be happy.
I can't believe it. You and your father are both the same.
Excuse me? What are you even talking about?
How can people turn out this way? What is wrong with you all?
I don't know what you're even talking about, but try not to get so angry with people all the time. You should learn how to compromise more.
And why exactly should I have to do that?
Are you talking back to me right now?
What have you even done for our family? Have you even worked once since we got married? Have you done a single chore around the house? Have you even taken care of our child? That was the bare minimum we agreed on, yet here I am doing everything.
God, why do you have to bring this up now? I told you to stop turning every little thing into an argument, yet here you are ignoring me. Just a moment ago, we were talking about Charles's birthday, and now you want to talk about me supposedly not doing anything? You know, I think you're just the type of person who likes to try and rile people up. You have nothing better to do, and your hobby is arguing.
It's thanks to you that I'm always exhausted. From work to household chores to child rearing. And you know that father of yours doesn't like me, right? So add that to the list of things bogging me down.
It's that job of yours. It's too physically demanding. Just find a different job. Problem solved.
I don't see why I should have to change to another job. You either need to start doing the household chores or get a job. It has been long enough, and it's not like you've been busy caring for our kid anyway.
I don't have to work if I don't want to. We don't need any more money. And I need to keep up with my friends. There's more to my life than children, you know. Besides, my father helps us with money. And you have a job too. That should be enough for both of us, so just shut up already.
That still doesn't solve the problem with the household chores.
Please stop moaning and complaining. God, I need to go now. I'm busy with my friends. Sometimes I think you got me pregnant on purpose because you wanted to be a part of my family. You knew that my father was rich, and so you wanted to have a piece of his fortune. And since you keep complaining about me not doing the household chores, I can't help but think you also wanted a live-in maid. I knew my father didn't like you, but I thought I liked you. That's why I thought we could make this work. But maybe it was all a big mistake in the end.
How could you say that? That isn't what happened at all.
Oh no, I think that's exactly what happened. You're from a poor family and you wanted a better life. You got me pregnant so you could marry me and be a part of our family.
You know as well as I do that it was an accident.
I really think I made a bad decision back then. I should have gotten rid of the baby after all. Every day I find myself regretting the choices I've made.
Are you crazy? Did you really just say that to me?
That's right. And I'll make it even clearer to you so you can get it through your thick skull. Getting married to you was the biggest mistake of my life. And I don't even feel like Charles is my son.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
God, I wish you'd just leave me alone. Just go away.
Fine, but we are talking about this later.
Hello? Are you there?
Sorry, I was sleeping, but I'm awake now. Oh, Bethany, it's you. Is there something wrong?
Your father has died. I'm sorry that I had to tell you like this. It was a shock to me, too. It happened suddenly this morning while I was in the middle of cleaning his house. It's really heartbreaking.
What? No, there's no way. How could this happen? I can't believe it. What happened? I need to know. It's just, I know he's had his chronic illness over the years, but I was talking to him just yesterday, and he was fine and happy. I just can't accept that he'd be gone so suddenly. How could this happen?
I'm sorry. I tried to call 911, but it was already too late by the time the ambulances arrived.
No, don't be sorry. It's not your fault. I don't think there was anything you could have done.
It was a shock for me, too. I really don't want to accept that it's true either. Your father has always been good to me. My heart is broken, and it always will be. But we have to try and come to terms with it.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe this. This can't be real. Hey, I need to talk to you right now. Something really terrible has happened, and I need your help. Where are you right now? Why aren't you responding? Please, I really need you right now. Answer me. Hey, are you there? I need to speak with you. Where are you? Do you have your phone off?
God, what's wrong with you? What did you want from me? What, did you want to argue again? You're always pestering me over the littlest crap. It's obnoxious and I want you to stop. Anyway, I'm here now. What do you want from me?
What are you even saying? I told you something terrible has happened. Why are you immediately assuming that I was trying to contact you because I had a problem with you specifically?
I don't know. You just seem to have a talent for arguing with me.
Where have you been anyway? I really needed to talk with you and you weren't there. You're never there for me when I need you.
God, see? There you go. I was just doing something. It's not important, so you don't need to think about it. I'm here now, so quit moaning. What do you want anyway? Is it really that important?
My father has died.
Oh.
His caretaker texted me the news yesterday, and I didn't know what to do. I needed someone to talk to. That's why I turned to you.
You did mention that your dad was chronically ill. I didn't realize he'd die so suddenly, though. That's really terrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's why I want you to come here to be with me right now. I need someone by my side.
Oh. Well, I really don't know if I can right now. It's not that easy for me to just drop everything and leave.
Aren't you just with your friends right now, like always?
You wouldn't understand.
So that's it then? You're not coming?
I'm sorry.
What about the funeral? Are you gonna come to that at least?
I don't know. I'll have to see what I've got planned.
What are you saying? What are you gonna try and graciously pencil in my father's funeral into your supposedly busy schedule? It's not a damn party, Penny. This is my father we're talking about here. Your father-in-law. Charles's grandfather. Are you not gonna be here when I need you?
That might be the case. Sorry.
No, sorry isn't gonna cut it. This is my father's funeral. You need to be there with me. My father treated you so well. You should be there to show your respect to him at his final send-off. Isn't that the least you can do for him?
I can't go. Quit asking me.
Are you even human? What is wrong with you? We're supposed to be family. How can you be so cold to us?
There's actually something I've been wanting to talk to you about for a long time now. I've been seeing another man. We've been getting pretty close, and I'm starting to think I'd rather be with him than you. This might have been the worst kind of timing to break this news to you, but oh well. I think we're heading for a divorce.
Wow, okay, sure. Way to rub salt in the wound here. Are you really even sorry?
Yeah.
Are you even being for real here? You're really saying this to me?
I'm sorry. I just can't imagine us having a future together. We've grown to become very different people. It happens. And I don't think we're compatible anymore.
You really are garbage, aren't you?
Good. I'm glad you feel that way too. We can get divorced now, no problem. And you won't ever have to see me again.
What do you mean by that? Even if you give me custody of Charles, you will still see him, right? You've got to be joking.
Like I said, I don't even feel like he's actually my kid. Anyway, this new man of mine isn't like you at all. He's nice and caring. He doesn't talk back to me either. He's a good man. I really wish I'd met someone like him a long time ago instead of wasting the best times of my life on you.
It seems like I was a complete fool to marry you. Why did I ever do that?
So you're admitting it, huh? That you're a fool? At least you can be honest.
God, what is wrong with you? You're seriously laughing at me when things are this serious?
What else am I supposed to do? Cry about it? No thanks. I just want you to agree to this divorce as soon as possible, and then we'll never have to talk to each other again. You can tell Charles he doesn't have a mother anymore for all I care. If I can help it, I don't want to ever cross paths with you again.
So I heard that you and Penny are gonna go your separate ways? Honestly, I think that's the smartest decision you've made yet. I honestly wanted you to do this a long time ago, but, well, better late than never. It is so sad that you've kept me chained to you for so long, but now those chains will be broken. I won't have to consider you family ever again.
Is this really what you wanted to talk to me about? Did she already tell you about this?
No, of course she did. She was so excited she could hardly wait to tell me the news. Why, she just woke me up at 2 a.m. to tell me. She also made sure to tell me that she also found a nice new man too.
A man that she's been cheating on me with.
And what is wrong with that? It's not like you're worth anything compared to him. Apparently, he's really nice, and his family has a lot of money. I can't wait for Penny to leave you and marry him instead. That's the kind of man I wanted taking care of my daughter all along. I didn't want her to marry trash like you.
I can't believe that you two are treating me this way right after my dad died. What kind of cruel people are you?
What, you think the world revolves around you? Just because your dad died shouldn't mean the rest of us need to put our lives on hold. What did you even expect us to do? Isn't it better to get the bad news out of the way first?
What did you just say? Are you being for real right now?
If it really makes you that happy, we can wait until after the funeral to have you two divorce. I'll be sure to let Penny know. But as soon as that's done with, I want you gone, and I don't ever want to see you again. Hello, is this Tyler's phone number?
Yeah, I'm Tyler. Who is this?
My name is Daniel. I'm your cousin.
Huh? Cousin? What? You're not playing a prank on me, are you? What is going on here? I don't even know what to say.
I'm sorry that we've never met until now. There's a lot of reasons for that, though.
But my dad never had any siblings, so I couldn't have any cousins.
Well, that's the thing. I'm from your mom's side. I'm the son of your mom's sister.
No way. What did you want to talk about? Why did you wait so long to appear now?
Were you ever told about the circumstances of your mother's death?
My mom ran off with my father because her family didn't approve of their relationship, and then she died in childbirth.
Yeah. My family acted like your mom never existed and threw out all traces of her. But my mom secretly kept some of the pictures, so growing up, I'd often see her staring at them. She always lied to me and said it was just a friend. But before she died a little while ago, she admitted to me the truth. She told me it was actually her sister, and that our family had disowned her for having a relationship with what they deemed a man from a poor background. She told me it was likely that your mom and dad had a child who was still alive, and so I've been trying to find you. I wanted to get in touch with you. I needed to know that you were all okay, but I couldn't find you.
I don't know what to say.
And to be honest, the only reason I found out at all was because your father died. I had a private investigator looking for you, but there wasn't any news. But then when your dad died, I finally found out what happened. But sadly, it was too late to find her. She'd already passed on decades ago, and now her husband was gone too.
Why did you have to come into my life now, of all times? Why is this happening?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my mom and I haven't been there for you. I only recently found out I even had a cousin. My mom never told me until she was nearly on her deathbed. Even though our family forbade her from ever seeing your mom again, I think she secretly wanted to try one day. If she had mustered the strength to see her anyway, or at least told me the truth sooner, things could have turned out differently. I'm sorry that we weren't a part of your life. If I could turn back the time and change things, I definitely would. But sadly, that is not possible.
How much did your mom tell you?
Your mom had been secretly dating a man behind our family's backs. That was your father, of course. When they found out, they were furious at her, saying that he wasn't good for her and that they'd arranged someone else to marry her instead. But she didn't want that, and she desperately tried to change their minds, but they refused. Before she decided to run off with your father, she confided in my mother, telling her that she might be pregnant but wasn't sure yet. And that was the last time that they both spoke to each other. There was a lot of stress and anxiety following that. My grandparents arranged a marriage for my aunt, and that's how I was born. I was always hoping to eventually learn about who that woman in the picture was, and I guess I did, but way too late. Sometimes I wonder what my grandparents would have done if they'd known your mom had been pregnant. Would they have been nicer, since it would mean that they'd have an heir to their company?
Wow, this is all so unbelievable.
Please forgive us for what happened. Please forgive my mom for her inaction, and forgive me for not being assertive. I want to help you to make up for it. I want to do whatever I can for you. My grandparents died a while ago, and I took over their company, so I have a lot of resources. So if there's anything I can do, then I will.
Jesus, what is taking you so long? When are you going to agree to the divorce already? I want to get this over with as soon as we can, and I am sick of playing games with you.
Oh, sorry, I'm staying in a hotel right now, but if you come here, then I can sign the divorce papers and give them to you right away. Don't you worry about me, I'll be gone in no time at all.
There's something wrong with you. Are you crazy?
What do you mean by that? I thought I was being pretty reasonable.
I don't care if you're wasting what little money you have camping at a hotel. I'm not coming to see you. Why should I have to do that in the first place?
Oh, don't throw a tantrum. You're not a child anymore. You want a divorce? Fine, it'll happen as soon as you get here. Don't worry, I won't change my mind. There is nothing you need to worry about. If you want to get this done with as fast as possible, just come over here and hand the papers over.
Ugh, fine. I've been waiting long enough for this. I'll come over with my father now and see you.
Good, can't wait.
No way. Are you just making up crap now? There is no way I can accept this as truth.
I can't believe it either. I mean, there's just no way. This is way too convenient.
What's wrong? Why do you sound so surprised? I don't think it's that hard to swallow.
No, how did you inherit a hotel like this? How on earth did you suddenly become the owner of one of these when you were nothing but a lowly construction worker before? What, you constructed it so well they decided to just give you the whole thing?
Of course not. Don't be absurd.
You came from a poor family, and that job of yours isn't worth crap, so how could you become rich so fast? Oh, I see. You've been lying to us this whole time. You have just been toying with us for your own amusement.
I think it's time for you to do some explaining. We came here all this way because you were too lazy to come to us, so that's the least you can do for us. I want to know what happened here.
Well, this hotel belonged to my cousin, and now he's gifted it to me. And now I'm gonna act as its owner on his behalf. Isn't that great?
What do you mean? Your dad is your only family member. You don't have any cousins. I really can't believe this. It's just too crazy of a story for me to just accept like it's nothing. There's no way things like this just happen in real life.
I don't care if you don't believe me, but it's not gonna change the reality. This hotel you're in right now belongs to me.
No, this can't be real.
I agree. It must be a lie.
Suit yourselves. I guess this means I'm free to ask for alimony, since in your eyes I'm still poor. I just hope we can get this divorce over with as soon as possible. I know it's what you want, and you've been asking for it for so long. I don't want to keep you waiting for any longer, you know? So I think it's time for us to finalize things and leave each other once and for all. I don't want to bother you nor your father. I know neither of you like me, nor do you even care about Charles.
Hey, can we talk about this? Do you think that maybe we could think again about what we're going to do? Do you really think divorce is the right choice for the both of us? Oh my, I think I'm starting to second guess myself. I don't know anymore. You know, I think I actually want to be with you again.
Oh dear, I agree. I think you two have been a bit hasty with your decisions. You need to think once more about what you want to do.
This is hilarious. So you two believe me after all? That's crazy. Honestly, I wasn't completely expecting it, but I can't help but laugh at how predictable you two are. Too bad for you, I am not changing my mind at all. I guess it's true what they say. Money really does change people, usually for the worse.
I think I must have made a huge mistake. Can't you take me back?
I agree. I think we need to stop with this nonsense and reconsider a divorce.
You only want to get back with me now you've seen how much money I've got.
No, baby, it has nothing to do with money. I really did see the light. I want to rethink our divorce.
It isn't going to happen, so please get over it. I'm never going back to you. We are over now, and nothing will change that.
Why do you have to be like this? Why can't you compromise with us? I really want to go back to the old days, how we used to be. Right? We had such good times together.
Like hell we did.
I don't even like the guy I've been seeing. He's actually turned out to be super annoying, and it made me realize how much I like you instead. I want you back.
We didn't know you had such a nice hotel. I was always worried about what people would think of my daughter. I don't want people to think it's okay to look down on her. But it's all changed now. I know that you're a very nice man now, and not a stupid guy from a poor family. That really changes everything. Had I known that sooner, it would have made me see you in a different light.
Cool story. Anyway, the divorce is gonna go ahead as planned. There is no turning back now. I will not accept either of you two back into my life. Do you really think I am this stupid? It is so obvious what you're trying to do, and I refuse to fall for it.
Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I really want to talk about this. Come on, please. We can work something out.
God, please, just leave now. This is really starting to get embarrassing. I don't want to talk to you anymore, so can you just get out of my hotel now? Go on, shoo.
I miss you. I miss having you around. I really want you back.
I'm so sorry we never had the chance to have dinner together or something. You know, I was just so busy, but I will make plenty of time for you and Charles.
You two really are pathetic, aren't you? You never cared about me, and you never cared about my kid. I'm not gonna change my mind just because you've apologized to me. You can't expect things to go the way that you want just because of an apology.
No way.
Your apologies will never be enough. You can't change all the terrible things that you've said and done to my child and me. So there is no way I'll change my mind now.
Come on. Nothing that we did was really that bad, was it? You're overreacting. My father and I really do care about you, and we care about Charles too. We really do. Dad, you've never said anything bad about Charles, have you?
Oh, God.
They tried to find where I was located inside the hotel, but they couldn't. But they refused to leave until they could, so I had to request security to get them off the premises. As it turns out, the company Penny's family owns is deeply in the red, and they've been trying to save it through taking out loans, which hadn't been enough. I did find it interesting how desperate they seemed for money despite claiming that they're well off already. I thought it was just for the sake of being elitists, but I didn't really think there was a reason like that behind it. Somehow, Penny's lover found out about her family's situation and dumped her. Also, Penny had apparently been lying to them. He was under the impression that she had broken up with me forever ago, when she had only done that recently. Shocker. He apologized to me over text, explaining the situation, and I happily forgave him. I'd been considering seeking financial compensation from him before finding out that, but it's good to know honest human beings still exist in the world. He quietly disappeared after that. The divorce proceedings took longer than I wanted, and the two of them were only getting more and more desperate as their company's profits continued to plummet. They were laying off workers and taking out loans left and right, even going to some shady dealers, but it was no use. That ship of theirs finally sank, and they were left with nothing but mountains of debt. For the first time in a long time, the both of them had to start thinking about finding another job. That's when they started really ramping up their desperation, standing outside of my hotel every day to try and get my attention. Eventually, I threatened them, saying I'd call the cops on them. They never showed up here again. Sometime after that, my cousin got fed up with how long they were dragging out the divorce, so he hired a really good lawyer to step in and help us so that there would be no trouble. I got custody over Charles, and although Penny was very unhappy about dissolving our marriage, we successfully got a divorce. I didn't want Penny to try anything last minute to claim any of our money, so we filed a restraining order, but luckily nothing happened. As for how I came about this bout of good fortune, it turned out that my cousin owned a series of hotels and gifted me one of them. I work there now, and it really makes me a ton of money. I am having a much better life now, and so is Charles. I think that we have a bright future waiting for us.
Wow, congrats on your wedding. We had such a good time. Did you like your gift?
Hey, yeah. Thank you so much for coming. It was a blast. And we loved your gift. My mother gave us a lot of pots and pans, but they're all super old. And the new set you gave us are all new and pretty. I hope you didn't spend too much on it.
Don't worry about it. But man, we really are all growing up. We've known each other since kindergarten, and now we're living on our own, have jobs, and now we're both married.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. We've known each other for years.
Yeah.
Well, since you're my bestie, I'll let you in on a super secret announcement I haven't made yet. Do you want to hear?
Ooh, you've caught my interest. What is it?
promise you won't tell. I want it to be a secret to everyone else until we're further along.
Further along? You mean...
Yeah! I'm pregnant!
Oh, wow, congrats! So you're gonna be a mom now?
If everything goes well, then yeah! I'm so excited! To be honest, I wasn't sure if I'd ever want to have kids. We were discussing the possibility of being child-free. But now that I'm pregnant, I'm actually really excited.
Oh, same. My wife and I have been discussing the same thing. Just kinda neutral about it. We love each other with or without kids, and with the economy and the housing crisis going on, we're in no rush.
Boo! Way to dampen the mood.
I'm sorry. But no, really, I'm really happy for you. Your husband has a good job and you own your own house, so you're guaranteed to have a good life.
Thanks. Don't worry, you'll be my child's godfather. Be honored.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
Anyway, I'm super tired after all the excitement today, so I'm heading off to bed.
Sure thing. Good night. Hello again. Thank you very much for making time out of your busy schedule to see me. I'm sure it wasn't easy, as you're a very busy man. Likewise, it was great to finally meet you in person. Mikey, was it? Yes, that's correct. It's true that we did talk a lot, but there are a lot of things I'd like to ask. Is that okay? Yes, of course. Don't be shy. Go ahead. Excuse me for the sudden question, but is it true that you're from a single-parent household? Yes, that's correct. I lost my mother to an accident when I was younger. Since then, my dad has been raising me alone. Oh, I see. Now that is interesting. Is it? I mean, that must have been a very difficult situation to go through. I suppose it's difficult for anyone to lose a parent, let alone at a young age. But I think my dad has been through the most. When I lost my mom, I at least still had him to take care of me, but my dad was suddenly on his own. But it's thanks to him that I was able to live a very comfortable childhood. So I'm very grateful to him for allowing me to have that. Things could have easily gone south for me. I see. In fact, I'm thinking of repaying him for all that he's done for me, in every way that I can. Oh, that's very kind of you. Speaking of, could I ask also about your educational background? Which university did you attend? I didn't quite catch what it was. Ah, did I forget to mention it? Mention what? Well, unfortunately, I didn't attend a university. Excuse me? I mean, it's not like I didn't get any education at all. I did go to a trade school, just not a university. Oh, I see. I don't know, that's a little... A little what? Is there something wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing. Please don't be too concerned. Well, it's hard not to be, but if you're certain... Yes, don't worry about it. Instead, could you tell me a little about what plans you have for your father after retirement? Oh, that's an interesting change in the subject. Just answer it. All right. Well, to clarify, are you talking about whether or not I'll be putting him in a nursing home or hiring a caretaker or... Yes, things like that. Well, this is my personal opinion, but I want to personally care for my father as much as I can after his retirement. Interesting. So if that's the case, would you fail to care for your child, if you had one, and put all your attention into taking care of your father? Would you leave your child to fend for itself? What? No, I would never do that. If I had a child, I'd consider it equally as important as my father. Even though you have your own work to worry about? Well, as a married couple, we plan to share the responsibilities of our household. Sharing the responsibilities? How so? Sorry, I'll retract my statement. I've heard that recently there are many young families who are sharing the household work even between each other. Yes, gone are the days that women are the sole caretakers and men the sole breadwinners. Indeed, especially when both parents are working. Yep. I intend to care for my wife, my job, my father, and, if I have one, my child as well. I will not sacrifice my family. Likewise, Cynthia feels the same. In order to achieve that, we agreed on splitting and sharing responsibilities with one another.
I see. Well, since we're on the subject of children, I suppose I might as well ask, but what are your thoughts on children?
Like whether or not I like them?
I suppose there's that, but there's also the matter of whether or not you even want them.
Ah,
There are some people out there who only want to focus on their work and not have children. Considering that the two of you work, I was wondering what your thoughts on the matter were.
I believe that children are a blessing, so I would like to leave it to nature's course in that case.
I'm sorry, what? Nature's course? What is that supposed to mean?
How should I explain this? Although I might want my own biological child, I also want to treasure the time we have together as a married couple while we still don't have one. When it's just Cynthia and me, we can focus as much as we want on each other. We only have to consider each other's needs in this marriage, and I want to spend as much time as possible enjoying this. Then if or when a child comes along, we will gladly accept it as part of nature's course. Like the universe decided it was the right time for us to have a child, so we'll accept it and make preparations to welcome it into our lives.
Hold on a second.
Yes?
Just trying to make things clear. You're saying that children are a part of nature's course to you? Isn't that a careless way of thinking about it?
Huh? I just think there shouldn't be so much pressure when it comes to talking about having children. Children also cost a lot of money, so we need to be prepared and take our time creating the right circumstances for our child to be born into. Also, I'm a man, and it's Cynthia's body, and she's not in a rush either. But to prepare ourselves, we've already opened an account to save money for our future child. In the meantime, I want to enjoy doing the things I love most while I still can with Cynthia. I want to travel together with my family and you, and go on many trips together. I also want to pay back my father's kindness one day, so there are many things to consider. Our lives will be full and complete with or without a child.
That's a complete excuse.
Excuse for what? It's my personal opinion, so I wouldn't go as far as to call it an excuse. I've put a lot of thought into thinking about my future.
Then explain what exactly you're thinking about then. If you're so sure about your future, it shouldn't be too hard to explain it all in detail then.
Sure, I'll do that for you. Our plan is to see whether or not Cynthia will be blessed with a child in the next 4 years. After that, we will talk about treatment options, and I may opt myself for a vasectomy procedure if that's the course we agree on.
I guess 4 years is a pretty long time, and there does seem to be some thought in your plans, even if it's short-sighted.
Short-sighted? How?
Well, some people think that it's important to continue one's lineage and ensure your family's heritage can live on for generations. What are your thoughts on that?
I understand the importance and why it might matter to some people, but I think at some point it's okay to have an end.
Excuse me?
I mean, Cynthia and I are just regular people. What lineage are we trying to preserve? For how long? Until the sun blows up? And for what reason?
Well,
honestly, if we wind up not having children and there's an end to my lineage, then that would be completely fine.
Okay, how about my care then? My wife passed on a while ago, so there's no one who can look after me anymore. I'm widowed. Do you think it would have been rational if I had just ended my lineage completely before that point? Who should care for me?
Are you basically saying that having children was investing in your future caretakers for when you became old?
You don't have to put it that way. That wasn't the only reason.
Well, at any rate, the care of someone is also dependent on themselves and the choices they'd like to make. You could arrange to be taken to a nursing home to be looked after, or you could even look after yourself. If those options aren't ideal for you for whatever reason, I wouldn't mind caring for you either.
You'd care for me?
Of course, you're family too now.
Stop spouting nonsense.
What nonsense?
As if a man like you could be doing even a half-decent job at taking care of anyone, let alone me.
I don't really know what you want from me. Would you rather Cynthia takes care of you?
I have 3 children, with one of them being my son.
I'll be relying on his wife to take care of me in the future, as that'll be her responsibility as my daughter-in-law.
And if he doesn't get married?
He has to, or else he's worthless to me.
Regardless, according to law, the only ones that we are legally bound to take care for are our own children.
More excuses. Since you already got married into the family, aren't your thoughts a bit too self-centered?
Do I seem that way?
Indeed you do.
All I'm trying to say is that things are not like the past, and they're not bound by tradition. Nowadays, there are many services and facilities that could provide for people that require additional care during their old age. We have the technology. I think instead of relying on someone who has no experience aside from what they've looked up online or heard, it's better to put trust in these services who have people who are better equipped to take care of you.
Facilities? Services? What do you think of me as? An animal that needs to be kept in a zoo?
I've already made some plans with my father, and he's completely okay with it. I found him a residential home with services included for the elderly. We had a tour of the facility, and you would be surprised at the quality of the care they provide. We talked to some of the residents, and they had glowing reviews.
You think I'd ever want to rot away in a facility full of old people, eating mac and cheese and playing bingo until I croak?
Oh gosh, you're too old school to understand, I see. Times have changed, and it's now normal to enter a nursing home when it becomes too hard to look after yourself. And those facilities don't only have old people either, since you seem to be worried about that. Young people like to go there and socialize and volunteer as well. At the very least, just take a look at their pamphlet to get a better idea, okay?
I don't need anything like that. Keep that garbage to yourself, please. I've already decided that I'll comfortably die in my sleep, thank you very much.
Isn't that a little sad? I think most people would prefer to at least have someone by their side during their final moments.
Those people don't understand that old people can be independent as well.
But not everyone is like that. However, I do understand what you're trying to say. But it's only natural to lose things like mobility and certain functions as you get older. Your body just won't be what it used to be, so considering help during those times shouldn't be shameful. I just think that you don't have to inconvenience yourself all because of your pride. There's nothing wrong with needing help.
And who exactly said that it's because of pride?
Oh, I didn't mean to make assumptions.
Well, you did. I've simply decided that this was the way I wanted to leave this world. That's all. It's not a matter of pride, thank you very much.
Maybe, but how about considering a bedside nurse that could make it easier for you? When you need to get up or move around and it's difficult, the nurse could do these things for you. Nowadays, at-home nurses don't even cost much, and it's much more comfortable than laying all alone at a hospital. And imagine how much easier it'd be when you get bed sores. The nurse would just do everything for you. I'm not sure if you've heard, but apparently 2.5 million people in the US develop bed sores every year. I didn't know that.
I'm fully capable of moving on my own, thank you very much. Bed sores are the least of my concerns.
Well, that's all I could say. I think it's better to have options in case there's a possibility that things become more difficult in the future.
Oh, now you're just getting on my nerves. You're finding ways to excuse yourself from figuring out how I should be taken care of in the future. You're really just looking out for yourself. How selfish. I don't know why I even let you marry into the family.
Well, if you have any concerns in the future, feel free to let me know anytime. I insist. I'll lend an ear for you.
Oh yeah? Well, I do have one concern, and that's you marrying my daughter.
Why would you be concerned about that?
Ugh, I've had enough. Let's just stop talking.
Good afternoon. Do you have some time right now?
What for?
Well, you said you had 3 kids, right? Cynthia, Derek, and Misty, was it?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, so I was correct then.
Incredible. You married into our family and you don't even know the name of your own sister-in-law? Isn't that quite disrespectful?
Well, I don't know what makes you think of it that way.
Sometimes people just forget names and it's natural. Take for instance, do you remember my younger brother's name? Hold on. Does it start with a T? No. Okay, fine, I get your point. But really, it's just, I know it, but I can't remember off the top of my head, okay? My brain isn't what it used to be, you know? I'm old. Exactly, you've just proven my point. And it's also proven that you don't pay attention to my family because I don't have a brother. In fact, I'm an only child. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that even you don't know the full details of my family, so you're not above me. I don't think it's necessarily considered disrespectful. And I only forgot her name, but you didn't even remember the fact that I was an only child. Isn't that worse than forgetting a name? See, it starts with the small things, but eventually you'll start forgetting bigger things as well. Which also proves my point that making sure that you can be cared for is important for the future, and avoiding it won't help you any. I do hope you'll look after yourself more carefully. Do crossword puzzles in the morning, eat healthy, go to yoga classes, etc., etc. Do you think I'm stupid or something? Oh, I'd never think that way about you. I simply want to make sure you have a good quality of life in the future as your son-in-law. Is that wrong? Eventually, the responsibility of your care will fall into our hands, so I'm only looking out for you. And you're saying this because? What, are you trying to suck up to me? Is that it? What? No, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm simply just trying to show you that I care for you. Why does everything I say seem to irritate you? It just does, okay? Well, I'm sorry for making you feel that way. I only want to make things easier for you, so I hope you can at least understand my intentions, even if I'm not going about it the way that you'd like me to. Are you saying that things are hard to do on my own then? You think I can't afford to look after myself and I need to come begging to you to babysit me? No, that's not it at all. I really respect you, and I'm happy I married into your family, so I'd be glad if you could just give me a chance. I heard that you even looked after your wife when she was too sick. I'm sure you're plenty capable of taking care of yourself, but I think taking precautions and having a backup plan would do no harm. You're a very strong, respectable man worthy of praise. Oh, really now? I heard that you never once complained while taking care of her, so I could feel that you were a very independent and capable man. Well, I guess so. That's why you should stop worrying about who takes care of you and just enjoy the present. Be happy and do all the things you want to do while you still can. Well, aren't you full of energy? You sound awfully happy today. Huh? Do I? Just talking to you tires me out. Oh, so that's a bad thing to you, I take it? I guess I just can't keep up with young people like you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tire you out or anything. I just thought I would share what I was thinking. When you have the time and energy, why don't you tell me more about Misty? It's true that I was fuzzy on her name, and to show respect to your family, I'd like to get to know her better as well. As for my brother, well, you don't need to know about someone who doesn't exist, huh? Yeah, sure, let's talk later. I'm gonna take a nap.
Hey, sweet thing.
Excuse me? Who is this?
Oh, Dad did tell me that you sucked at remembering names. It's Misty. Can't you tell?
Ah.
Yeah, my dad gave me your number. He said that you wanted to get to know me better. Well, I think it's indecent of you to do that when you're married to my sister. But I guess that means you're a bit of a bad boy. Lucky for you, I like that in a man. Don't worry, I won't tell a soul.
I think you've got the wrong idea. Are you trying to seduce me?
So what if I am? Was that not what you were wanting me to do?
No, I'm not a cheater.
Oh, boring.
Also, I don't know a whole lot about you, but weren't you married?
Oh no, that's old news. Way to ruin the mood. That's fine. I didn't want you that bad anyway. It'll be like getting a hand-me-down from my sister. Bye.
Hey, Robert, are you free right now? Barely. What is it? Is Misty single right now? Oh, did she contact you recently? Yes, it seems you gave her my number without permission. I mean, didn't you say you wanted to get to know her better? What better way to do that than to speak to her for yourself? I see. Anyhow, she was married once, but the two of them divorced, so she's a bachelorette once again. Huh. Sorry for prying, but could I ask why they got divorced in the first place? I don't think she'd really care that much if I told you. Well, her ex-husband Ricky was infertile. Oh, huh. Wow. And on top of that, he didn't do any work and just sat around all day. Oh. He didn't even actively seek options or treatment for his infertility and just ignored my poor Misty. I'll never forgive that man. Wow, it seems like there were a lot of problems between them. For a lot of reasons, I actually had to step in and make the two of them get a divorce. Wait, hold a second. You mean they didn't divorce because they wanted to, but because you personally stepped in? Yes, but that's a secret. I already told you about the importance of continuing one's lineage. Yes, I remember that. Indeed, so if you've properly understood, then you should also be careful. I think you're under the impression that you have the luxury to not have children, but I am adamant on continuing my lineage. And if you get in the way of that, I won't hesitate even a little bit to break you two apart no matter what it takes. But I'm a little different, Robert. I already told you that I've decided to enjoy my life for 4 years, and if a child comes along, I'll gladly accept it. So within those 4 years, if we aren't blessed with a child, that's your answer? Give me a break. You can say whatever you want now, but if I don't see a grandchild from the two of you soon, you're gonna be facing the consequences. I know my Cynthia would love a child, so the only reason she isn't able to have one is because you're standing in the way of that. And don't think that just because you two are married, it means I'll be going easy on you. Well, we're living together and sleeping together, so if it happens, it happens. What do you want us to do? I think you're also being selfish by trying to force us to have a child. Aren't you also worried about Misty? She seems pretty desperate and lonely. Haven't you thought about having her remarry? Or maybe marrying off your son? Of course, I want her to remarry, and I want my son to find success in that regard as well. But I'll let the two of them decide for themselves who they want to marry. Oh, that's pretty reasonable of you. Of course it is. I am a very reasonable person. I hope Misty finds someone good. What's with that insensitive response? It's already a given that she should find someone good. Ah, well, just let her know to not get involved in any affairs. And what's that supposed to mean? Don't think too much into it. Anyway, I know that it's a given, but I'm simply saying that I hope the search goes well. But guessing from how desperate you are, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if you requested a health certificate and a checkup for her next groom. Obviously, I'm not gonna take any risks, and most men are fertile. And she's okay with you acting this way? Why wouldn't she be? I'm only doing this for her own good. You seem really insistent that it's always the guy's fault in this situation. You don't know anything about what goes on in their bedroom, so for all you know, the one who's infertile could be Misty. Mikey, I would shut my mouth if I were you. I don't want to hear another word out of you. Who are you to meddle in my daughter's affairs? Okay, sorry, I was just saying. I didn't know that it was something you're so sensitive about. Misty is very healthy and there's nothing physically wrong with her. She loves men too. Oh, I'm sure she does. Mind your own business. I don't like you speaking of Misty that way. Sure, I won't do it anymore. And by the way, if you happen to have any infertility issues, I'd like it if you straight up told me right now. Nope, there's no fertility issues with me. I've even recently got a checkup, and it was all clear for me. Same for Cynthia for her work. I knew Cynthia would be fine, so you didn't have to tell me that. But good. Yep. But keep in mind that she's made it clear that she doesn't care whether she gets pregnant or not. That's not a concern of hers, and she won't actively try to get pregnant just for your sake. And if you absolutely need us to have a child, we'll consider adoption as one of our options. It's just I don't want us to waste our time rushing to have a child when we should be spending precious time with one another. Did you just utter the word adoption? Yes? Were you not listening to me this whole time when I told you that my goal was to continue my lineage? Adopting would defeat the whole purpose of that. No, adoption is not an option, and I won't take no for an answer. So it's better that you have to prepare yourself now to have a child. I will only be kind to you after you've given Cynthia a child. And like I've said before, I know Cynthia wants a child and loves children. I think that's something you should be discussing directly with Cynthia then, not just me. I told her I'm willing to respect her decisions, so if she thinks otherwise, I'm sure she'd let me know. Fine, have it your way then. I also wanted to ask about our wedding ceremony. What now? I remember that we were both very busy with work, so we couldn't have the ceremony at the time, but I was wondering if it would be possible to do something now? We already filed for the certificate, but as you know, every girl at least dreams for a small wedding, and it seems Cynthia hadn't been able to get it out of her head. I'm of course okay with having a ceremony, but I thought you definitely should be made aware. But I'm also not sure what your thoughts are on the matter. Would you be okay with us having a ceremony? Of course. Why would I ever be against a wedding? I know that the guests from your side will be few and far in between because of your single father, but don't fret. Since I have a lot of relatives on my side, I'll make sure to invite them all so that we can make it a big special occasion. Oh, how exciting. Single father, huh? Are you aware that you're also a single father, Robert? Excuse me? I'd be more considerate if I were you. My father also has a lot of friends, so I'd like to invite them as well. Oh, whatever. We'll decide on the guests later. I think I would formally have to meet with your father if we're having a wedding ceremony. Oh, that's no problem. Of course my father would be more than happy to meet you. And I don't care how busy you are at work. You will make time for this. Do you understand? We'll have to see. It's about to get extremely busy at work, so it might be tough to take time off, but I'll try my best. Just tell your boss that it's for a wedding. They'll understand. As long as you communicate it properly to someone, it should be fine. And what about Cynthia? Well, Cynthia told me she wasn't sure either, considering that she's a lawyer and all. We'll try to ask ahead of time and see what we can do. It's just, I already mentioned that I was getting married when we were filing for a marriage certificate, so people might find it weird that we're having the ceremony so late. There's nothing weird about that. So many people nowadays delay their ceremony for all sorts of reasons. And to be frank, I was quite upset at you two for not having one in the first place. I see. At any rate, I can't wait to see my baby in her wedding dress. She's gonna look absolutely stunning. I'm sure she will. Anyhow, I'll have to delay all my personal meetings first, and then I'll request for some time off to plan the wedding. Oh, and I'm sorry that we couldn't have a ceremony sooner. We really would have liked to had we had the time. It's fine. You're correcting your mistake now, and that's all that matters. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, but I need to head back to work now. I'll catch up with you later. I'll also be sure to let Cynthia know that you were happy to hear about our decision to have a wedding ceremony. Thank you. Please do be sure to tell her. So, have you decided on the venue yet? I talked to Misty's wedding planner from when she got married, and I have several recommendations if you haven't decided yet. Oh, no, thank you, but we're already settled on a place. Have you now? Yep. I remember you wanted to invite a lot of your relatives, and we're going to invite a lot of our own guests, so we're going to be hosting our wedding at a banquet hall. I think they said it can hold up to 600 guests. 600? That's amazing. It must be an extravagant venue if it can host that many people. Well, I'm pleased to hear that. I'll tell Misty to not worry about the recommendations then. Oh yeah, speaking of Misty, it's the perfect chance for her to meet her future husband as well, since she seems really desperate. A lot of my high-profile clients from work will be attending, and they're generally from prestigious families. Oh no, that's quite alright. Are you sure? Yeah, well, I'm sure all those men are probably one of those never want to have children types. You know, the ones who are too irresponsible and selfish. Oh, I'll just find someone for Misty on my own, so just worry about your own wedding preparations, will you? Certainly, but there's always the option of finding a good man at the wedding, and a good woman for Derek too, in case you're looking for someone for him too. Just putting it on the table, you know? Why are you being so insistent? Do you have some kind of ulterior motive? Did someone pay you to try and hook them up with my children? What? Of course not. That is absurd. It just seems like you're worried for them. And with how many guests that are going to be there, I thought that there must be at least one who might be suitable. So you think I can't find a suitable man for Misty myself? Why should I only rely on the men from your workplace? No, you can, and you can look wherever you want for a suitable partner for them. But I'm just saying that you don't have to look too hard. I know what I'm doing. Just worry about your own affairs first, and stop with this nonsense about Misty and Derek. It's none of your concern. You know, I really have no ill intentions when I say these things, but from the start, you're always twisting my words around to make it seem like I do. Please understand, I never intended to talk bad about you or offend you. It was just another option that I was offering. That's all. Just be more careful about what you choose to talk about. Misty went to Harvard, works at the best law firm in the country, and is single while she's still just shy of 30. I'm sure there's plenty of men that would love to have Misty as his wife. So her husband doesn't need to be some random hooligan from your workplace. Okay, relax. I get it now. So I won't talk about this kind of stuff anymore. She's even working as a partner at the law firm. Some people usually only achieve that position in their 50s. Plus, she's a woman, which makes that feat even more admirable. Well, isn't she amazing? Yep, she sure sounds incredible. But I thought Misty left that company a long time ago. She had no choice because of all the pressure that she had to deal with from her ex-husband and the divorce. That's unfortunate. That horrible man made the divorce so difficult for her. Sounds like it was rough. So, she's in the middle of finding new work then? Yes, but she's already got a lot of offers lined up, so she's just taking her time to choose. You hear that? She has the luxury of being choosy. That's how incredible she is. Oh, that is great news. And since she's in a male-dominated field, that means she should be able to find a good man at any of those companies. Yeah, that's true. As long as there are options. I already told you that Misty is fine, so let's stop worrying about this now. I keep saying that, and we keep talking about her marriage problems anyway, and I am tired of it. Sorry, I was just happy for her. You're married to Cynthia, so just worry about how she's doing instead. Sure thing, I'll stop worrying from now on. I heard Cynthia also got promoted, so make sure she isn't too busy as well. She says she'll try her best to make time. And don't force her to do anything that she doesn't want to do, including vacations and getaways because she's also busy. I don't want Cynthia to be getting too stressed, especially since she'll be the one to give birth to my future grandchild. She needs to take care of herself.
I won't force her, don't worry. When I first met her, we promised each other to never get in the way of each other's work. Gosh, that really takes me back. I remember the first time that we met. It was a blind date that my friends had set up for me, and I was so nervous.
A blind date?
Yes, were you not aware of that?
No, I wasn't. Wow, I didn't even know that was how you two met.
Yeah, it's funny how things like that just happen. You never know when you're gonna meet the one for you.
You're lucky you landed my daughter out of all those other girls because she is very picky during blind dates. I even tried setting her up so many times, but none of the guys seemed to strike her fancy.
Oh, I wasn't the one who pursued her.
Pardon?
She was the one who kept messaging and calling me after the date.
All right, we get it, you're in love. No need to be a player about it.
Did you just call me a player?
And so what if I did?
Do you even know the meaning of that word? It's about a man who'd toy with women's hearts, and it has some intimate contexts. And I don't think I'm a player just because she fell in love with me first.
That doesn't change my opinion. You're no better than one, at least. My Cynthia would never be the one to be chasing after a guy, so you probably seduced her in other ways. That's the only explanation.
That is absurd.
Just act appropriately and stop making it seem like Cynthia is the only one in love with you. Why would she fall in love with an uneducated poor man with a single father? She has class and she should know better than that.
I see how it is. Well, at least she had a successful marriage compared to the daughter that married a decent man to your standards, but still wound up divorced. I thought you were a really nice man when I first met you, but I never imagined that this was your true nature. You're an angry and bitter man.
Oh, shut up. Don't you be talking back to me. I'm your elder, so show me some respect. You know what? I've had enough. Talking to you and hearing your foul mouth is putting me in a hellish mood. You're a disgusting human being.
Excuse me? What the hell? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Did you really just say that to me?
Don't you have eyes?
You do realize that you can't take back those words you just said, right? You can't laugh them off as a joke later.
Good.
And if I decided to tell Cynthia about this, then what? What are you gonna do?
Nothing. So go ahead. My Cynthia will always take my side. I'm her father and I raised her after all. And you can go ahead and cancel the wedding venue. There'll be no problem with that.
Really? You're seriously fine with that?
Of course.
We can cancel the wedding plans all you want, but you really want 2/3 of your kids divorced?
Oh, divorce now? So you're leaning towards a divorce now, are you? Well, I never liked you from the start, and there's so many better men for Cynthia out there anyway.
She'd be laughing her butt off if she heard you right now.
Now, why exactly would you think that?
Because with the way things are between us, she'd never think about divorce.
What, are you blackmailing her?
No, not at all. But if we were to ever break up, it'd have to be coming from me. Like I said, Cynthia was the one who liked me first. Even now, she still loves me, and she'd never mention a breakup.
There you go, getting all cocky again.
And you do realize that we also bought a house recently and opened a joint account. So while it's still early enough to cancel the wedding without any issues, I'm sure there's gonna be monetary issues elsewhere if we got divorced. Are you still okay with that?
I've had it. I've made up my mind. You two are absolutely gonna get a divorce. I'll see it through. Even if it has to happen over my dead body, I will not let you have my Cynthia. You don't deserve her. She needs a better man in her life. And you know what? She's never once disobeyed me.
Uh-huh.
So do you really think she'd choose you over her own father? Quit being delusional, or you're gonna get a nasty wake-up call. Prepare yourself, you cocky bastard. Let's see then. How funny. So I see you've finally shown your true colors. Well, I think we should stop contacting each other altogether. I cannot deal with the likes of you. Impolite, selfish people have no business wasting my time. Likewise, everything is canceled. Screw the wedding. And you bet I'll be ready with the divorce papers soon. Good luck.
Mikey! I'm so excited for our wedding! You won't believe the dress I picked out. Oops! But you can't see it before the wedding, of course. It's bad luck. I'm about to send out all our invitations, too. How are things on your end?
Hey, Cynthia, we're gonna have to cancel the wedding.
Huh?
Your father is against us.
What? But we made all these plans. He said it was fine before, didn't he?
Well,
What is this?
yeah.
I always knew my father was uptight and rude, but to go this far... I can't let this go. And who does he think he is trying to force us to get a divorce? I am a grown woman now. I can make these kinds of decisions myself. And you treat me so well. I'd never want to divorce you. You're the only one for me.
Likewise.
I need to fix things. I'm going to go right up to him and give him a piece of my mind. He treated you like garbage and he acts like he's a dictator. I couldn't disobey him before because I lived under his roof, but now I'm living on my own with you. So there's nothing stopping me from getting him out of my life once and for all.
Oh, you're really gonna go that far?
Of course. My father has embarrassed me a lot in the past, and he's suffocating. He's constantly trying to meddle in our love lives because of how desperately he wants a grandchild. You've never met Derek before, right?
Your brother?
Yeah. The truth is, my father barely gets to talk to him. I'm still secretly in contact with him, though. He left because Dad kept trying to find a suitable partner for him, and he was suffocating.
Ah.
He's like us. He's in no rush to find a partner or have children. You and I only want to enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give my dad a piece of my mind. If I have to choose between him and you, I'd choose you any day. I love you.
I love you too. Good luck.
Thanks. And don't worry, we won't have to cancel our wedding plans. I'll make sure we can still have our wedding, with or without my father.
God damn it, pick up already. Well, 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 now look who it is. It's the pompous jerk that tried to destroy my marriage. What's wrong? Why so early in the morning? It's Cynthia. Yes, she's my wife. What about her? She told me that she no longer wants a father like me in her life. I can't believe this. Oof, that's smart. Please, what did you say to her? Please tell me. What do you mean? I already told you. I told you that she'd never break things off with me. So if it had to come down to choosing between us, it's obvious that she'd end things with you instead. No way. But weren't you so confident that she'd choose you, though? That sucks. I'm sure that hurts your pride. I don't understand. How can someone choose their partner over their own parent? I was there for her entire life. Who does she think provided for her, kept her alive? You didn't do any of that. My wife and I did. At the end of the day, love trumps all. And it seems that her love for me trumps her love for you. You disrespectful bastard. Swear at me all you want, it won't faze me. And the company that Misty was applying to, she got rejected. And she told me that you had something to do with it. So what was it? What did you do?
Spit it out. Of course I had something to do with it. I won't deny that. After all, I was the one to deny her application. Cynthia told me that Misty tried to convince her to divorce me as well, so I realized that Misty was just as bad as you.
How would you even do that? How did you manage to reject an application sent to the top law firm in New York?
Do you even know whose name that law firm is under?
Mikey Bennett.
Yep.
And that, by any chance, doesn't happen to just be a coincidence, does it?
You wish.
Since when? And how could Cynthia not breathe a word of this to me? You don't even have a proper education, and you only have a single father. Something like this is impossible.
See, that's why you shouldn't look down on people so easily. Maybe if you actually paid attention to me and respected me, you would have known my high status. But no, you chose to believe that I was poor and useless because of my background.
Unbelievable, I can't accept this. Did you cheat your way through your bar exams? You paid bribes? That has to be it, you cheated somehow. You dishonest, slimy jerk. Wait until I expose you for all to see.
Really now? You're claiming that I cheated now? Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself.
You have got to be joking, right? How else could you have gotten such a position? You have no education. It's impossible to earn such high prestige when you don't even have a degree.
Fine, you're getting a little obnoxious, so I suppose I'll have to dumb things down so that you can understand. A few months after my mother had me, my dad received a lump sum from her life insurance, and he never touched that money. He used that money to fund my education, and I chose to go to a trade school instead of going to college because it was cheap. But I got at least 15 certificates in different law fields. My latest professor for one of my courses admired my efforts and hired me as an intern at first to Jones & Jackson Law. From there, she supported me and enabled me to build my own law firm under my own name, hence how Mikey Bennett came to be.
That makes no sense. Why would anyone help you make your own law firm when you were supposed to be working under them? Who'd make you the boss of anything? None of this makes sense. It took years for Misty to become a partner, and yet you're telling me that you have your own law firm at 25?
I've been telling you over and over again that it isn't right to belittle me just based off of my background alone. It's one thing if you have a problem with me as a person, but you can't look past my background, and that's just not right.
But there's just no way that I could have imagined that you'd be working at some place like this. I thought you got some certificates in, I don't know, cleaning or something.
You do sometimes need certification to be qualified to clean up certain things, especially biohazards. But I earned my place all through my own efforts and talents. And of course, a little bit of luck. My accomplishments prove that education is not all you need. The fact that I can even reject your highly educated lawyer daughter just shows how the world works. I even have certifications in first aid and nursing care, by the way. How sad is it that Misty couldn't make it into her dream company, though? I suppose the world is just so cruel sometimes, huh?
You pathetic bastard.
Pathetic? That is funny coming from you. I'm glad I found out sooner rather than later that Misty was equally as trashy as you. Not to mention that she's tried to make a pass at me despite knowing I'm married already.
She did?
Yep. Imagine the mess that would have caused. I lucked out by choosing Cynthia since she acts more like her mother instead of you. She's actually sensible and kind. Your wife would have never let any of this slide. Also, perhaps it's also better not to lie, just for future reference.
What do you mean?
The one that told me all about Misty was actually her ex-husband, Ricky. You know, the one who you claimed was infertile and refused to do any work, but who actually had no problems with his fertility, but was tormented to the point that he didn't want to have children. He's also working at my firm as a legal assistant and tried very hard to keep his and Misty's relationship together.
No, that miserable wretch is nothing but a big liar. He was infertile and insisted on being a no-good lazy bum. It wasn't even half a year since they were married that you started forcing the idea of children onto him. What a horrible man you are. And you wanted him to do even more for you? You ordered him to come deliver homemade food to you when you lived 2 whole hours away. Why is he saying all of this to you? I thought he moved back to his hometown. How are you even in contact with him? This all has to be some kind of sick joke. What kind of coincidence is this? That's half true. You did scare him back to his hometown, but he was strong enough to find purpose in his life again and come back. And I could never forgive the stuff that Misty said and did to him. It just disgusted me seeing her name on the application. Who does she think she is? Before I talked to Ricky, I thought I would at least hire her first since I felt bad for her, and then I was gonna shove it in your face. But considering how horrible she is of a person, I immediately deleted her application after rejecting it. I don't want someone like that representing my business after all. No, Misty is innocent. It was all Ricky. How dare you do that to my Misty? She did nothing wrong. What? This is all exactly what you wanted, so we can cut ties now after this. I think Misty will also have trouble finding men in her field in the future, since I've already consulted with a news agency to share Ricky's story. Honestly, if any man considers her at this point, I'll be amazed. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything I said, and I shouldn't have ever brought up divorce, so please forgive Misty just this once. You're seriously expecting me to forgive and forget? I've screenshotted all those messages, and you should have seen how shocked Cynthia looked when she saw them. You've reached the point of no return. Oh, please, I'm sorry. Oh, so now you're sorry. Yes, please forgive me. Forgive us. Didn't I warn you? I nicely told you that you cannot take back what you've said. The damage has been done, and I think it's better you reflect on your behavior from now on, so something like this never happens again. No way. I honestly didn't want to go this far, but I have had enough of the way that you've treated me. Hey, are you really gonna tear my family apart like this? Don't you care about your wife? We're still a part of her family, and that means you should respect us. And there it is. I doubt you're really that sorry at all. No, I really am, I swear. From now on, Cynthia's family stops at Cynthia and maybe her brother, considering he seems to be one of the actual normal ones. I think you should also be there for Misty after the news comes out. Her reputation is gonna be in the garbage, and she needs all the support that she can get. Who knows, maybe she'll return the favor to you. No, Mikey, wait! After that, Misty came into my text to beg me for forgiveness. It seems she found out the results of our conversation from her father. I told her I'd accept her apology only after she came to see me in person at my office. But I actually had no intentions of forgiving her at all. With Ricky's consent, I left him in charge of the office while I spent time elsewhere to give them time alone, just the two of them. From what Ricky told me, she profusely apologized to him, begging him to talk some sense into me. She was crying and begging on her hands and knees. Of course, Ricky didn't forgive her, but he told me later that he was satisfied to see her finally regretting her actions. Her father apparently did the same thing, just over text. Both he and Misty were guilty of tormenting him after all. After that, Ricky's story came out on the news and made headlines, which ruined any chance of Misty being hired by any other law firm. She had to leave the field altogether and start picking up various part-time jobs, some of which could be considered shady and illicit. However, her panic and desperation turned into anger towards her father, who was the one who really pushed Ricky to the brink and got on my bad side. So she told him that she'd cut ties with him altogether and that he'd die alone in a nursing home. Cynthia pretty much said the same thing, that she considers herself without a father. That caused her dad to frantically try to get into contact with Derek, his last hope, but he'd already blocked his number. Sometime after everything went down, it was discovered that Misty had actually gotten pregnant, although she didn't know who the father was. Well, Robert technically got what he wished for, a continuation of his lineage, but at what cost? That child was conceived out of wedlock, something many consider shameful, and he'd never be able to meet that child anyway. At any rate, it goes without saying that Cynthia was extremely furious with Robert, to where she went through legal measures to almost completely sever his connection with her, legally. And of course, she blocked his number. We also did not, in fact, cancel our wedding, and we went forward with our plans as we were hoping. I'm glad I never actually had the opportunity to tell her dad where we were hosting the wedding. Thanks to that, we didn't have to worry about any unexpected guests turning up and ruining our happy day. Overall, it wound up a relatively small and modest wedding ceremony with our close friends, colleagues, and some family members. My father was so proud of me that day. As for Robert, not only was he not invited to our wedding, I heard he's been desperately trying to inquire about nursing homes that could take him in now that there's no one out there who's willing to do so for him. And there's a happy end to Ricky's story. He decided to head off on his own to start up his own law firm, and what do you know, he became even more successful than he is now. And as someone who's been in his shoes before, I felt it was only right for me to be the one to provide him with his startup funds. Thanks to how the news shared his story, it made him famous enough to make him stand out even more. And as we planned, Cynthia and I have enjoyed the last 4 years to ourselves. We also occasionally spend time with Derek, who started his own family. His children are extremely endearing, and his wife is kind and bakes us pies every time we go visit. Not only that, I got to meet my friend Alyssa's kid, and they're both a couple of sweethearts, so we've been surrounded by kids. As we get older, Cynthia and I have discussed having our own children slowly at some point in the future. Even though we thought we might not have kids at all if one didn't come to us, but maybe having 1 or 2 wouldn't be so bad. And of course, Robert will never meet any children we have. We'll make sure of that.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to see more content just like this. See you later!